What is going on, guys? It's QueenHaleybee and I'm here with a Minecraft Fox House tutorial video for you guys. 1.14 is out and I'm so excited because there are so many things to cover in this update. Before I dive into how to build a more structured fox house, I went ahead and built this fox den as a reference guide and inspiration so we can see all the things that are required. You want to make sure you have sweet berries, plenty of shade, and a lead and fence post to tie your fox up with, otherwise he will escape. I built this den by making a terracotta square that you can walk into and then placing a bunch of different green blocks in a round-like fashion around the square. I am now going to start building a path and then a structure guideline for myself using the 5x5 building system, but I did shorten it by 1 block just to make the house look less human-like and more like a cute little fox house. A few interesting facts about foxes are they will kill chickens, rabbits, turtles, and fish, so make sure you keep them a good distance away from any personal animals that you have on their kill list. To breed a fox, you just need to use sweet berries and the baby fox will automatically be tamed. Wolves and polar bears will attack your fox if within 18 blocks, which is why this type of fox house will be useful if you want to contain them in a certain area. If your fox gets killed, it will drop XP orbs, but they will not drop anything like leather. Foxes gain the status effect of any items that they hold, so a totem of undying would save your fox if it was holding one when it was killed. Bone block is one of my favorite types of blocks to use for walls. It kind of has like a cottage type look, especially when you combine it with the oak logs. It's not a very harsh color like quartz, which makes it a little softer against those logs. I want to make this house as open to the outside as possible, so I am adding a bunch of windows around the walls. This brings in a lot of natural light that won't be too harsh for your foxes to be able to sleep in. They also are going to have this outdoor sort of play area where they can go outside. The fence will keep other animals from entering their area, but foxes can jump fences, so you'll need to have them tied with a lead, otherwise they can jump out. They usually don't wander too far, but it can be troublesome to chase them down if they do wander a little out of the beaten path. I suggest adding a door that you can open and close to the play area if you want to be extra safe so that they don't escape. Another option to giving them more sunlight would be to add a skylight in the roof. Once you've bred your fox a few times, a great use for the foxes would be to let a few of them roam free, and they will help defend you against mobs, which can be useful if you are getting raided. However, they are not as loyally committed in battle as a wolf is, but it is nice to have some variety, plus they tend to wander into areas where you may not necessarily place your wolves for protection, which can be very important when you're defending your village. Also, if you have tamed wolves, you don't have to worry about your wolf attacking your tamed fox. Only wild wolves will attack your foxes. I am building this scene at night since foxes are nocturnal, and I can also see how far my light is spreading because I don't want the inside of the house to be too bright or the foxes can't sleep. The 5x5 building system will make building roofs a breeze, so keep that in mind before you start the structure. Include a lot of slabs and stair pieces in your roof, otherwise it will look oversimplified and blocky. Once you have your basic structure down for your fox house, it can tend to look pretty plain. That is why the most important part to this is adding in things that will give it some style, like what kind of biome it is in, so you will know the types of plants you want to add to it. Also, what type of village are you building in? Is it medieval or is it a more cottage style? Try to think about what environment you would build this in. Most likely a forest, with this being a fox house. So you can use any variation of colored blocks you want for this simple house. There's a ton of different types of woods that would look great in this. The important thing is that you add plenty of good variation along with a lot of different mixed bushes. The more complex, the better. Bringing in color and interest is very important to make this house stand out. Before I start a build, I set out some blocks that I think I will use so I can visualize the color and style I'm gonna go with. Adding in some trees that are larger than the default Minecraft trees will really help a lot, otherwise your house will blend in way too much to the background and it won't look as striking in appearance. Trees are vital to blending it in with its environment, so if you would like me to do a video on the different types of trees that you can make in creative and survival mode, let me know. Don't forget to add in a lot of sweet berries for your foxes since it is their favorite item in the game to hold. Now that the roof and wood detailing is finished, I'll show you the effect of adding in the lush greenery. Vines are a really good item for bringing in some of that green color onto your building to blend it in more with the environment. Bamboo would also be a great block to add that sort of effect, along with the depth we need, so I definitely recommend experimenting with some different plants till it fits your biome and scene. When I'm building the base of a tree, my favorite thing to do is extend the logs into the ground. It also makes the scene look overgrown, like it's been there for a while. Extending the roots across a walking path is another thing I love to do because it makes the path way more interesting and complex. When adding leaves to a tree, I always build up, out, then down. I also add in a little bit of crazy spam clicking, but that is harder to do when you're in survival mode. You have to be a little more thoughtful about what you're doing, especially if you have limited leaves. Adding in big tall trees like this is also great for foxes since they love to sleep in the shade. I also like to use leaf blocks as bushes on the ground just to add in a little more dimension. Replacing a couple of grass blocks with the same leaves you used in your trees makes it look like the leaves are falling on the ground, which I think is a really nice effect. I hope that this video has given you some inspiration for your Minecraft fox house or any other types of builds that you're working on. Drop a like or subscribe if you want me to continue making more videos with ideas for you guys. I will catch you next time.